but it's like kind of confusing.
Oh my God.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus.
Babe, that's me, your father.
Oh, is not
You the father,
Oh, that's what that means?
Oh yeah, I got the DNA test. It's this child.
From the moment this story cracked open, the internet felt like someone just spilled gasoline on a campfire. Because the second Lil Baby snapped at Chrisean Rock, the drama shot into the sky like 4th of July fireworks dipped in pure chaos. And trust me, whatever you think happened, multiply it by 10, sprinkle some Chrisean-level madness, add Blueface tossing a DNA bomb in the background, and you still won't be ready. This whole situation makes the Kardashians look like preschool nap time, and TMZ look like amateur hour. People woke up this morning expecting quiet timelines, cute selfies, maybe a motivational quote. Instead, they got Lil Baby basically saying, "Enough is enough," Chrisean firing back like she runs a demolition company, and Blueface dropping a DNA twist so insane it could single-handedly reboot Maury. And the craziest part, this wasn't supposed to leak. Insiders say this drama was meant to stay behind closed doors, but nothing stays hidden when celebrities treat social media like their personal battleground. Screenshots leaked, voice notes surfaced, group chats went nuclear, and now the entire internet is strapped in for the ride of its life. If you blink, you'll miss something. If you breathe, you'll fall behind. If you try to log out, forget it. You're trapped now. The chaos didn't start with a bang, it started with a whisper so petty, so unnecessary, it could only survive on the internet. Rumors began swirling that Chrisean Rock had name-dropped Lil Baby again, the way she name-drops chaos before breakfast. At first, people ignored it, but then the clip leaked. In it, Chrisean sounded like she was stitching Lil Baby into her storyline without his consent. And that's when fans knew something volcanic was about to explode. Because if there's one thing Lil Baby hates, it's being dragged into drama that looks like it escaped from Zeus Network's basement, behind the scenes. Insiders say Lil Baby had been quiet for months, minding his business, stacking his wins, avoiding the circus. But even the calmest person loses it when their name gets tossed into someone else's battlefield like a dodgeball. People close to him claim he saw the clip, put his phone down, breath like someone trying to meditate through a tornado, and then finally snapped. And when Lil Baby snaps, oh, it's not loud, it's lethal. He delivers shade like luxury perfume, subtle but unforgettable. Chrisean, on the other hand, acted like someone handed her a microphone she never planned to drop. Instead of cooling down, she doubled down, talking like she was the narrator of a soap opera and Lil Baby was a supporting character in the Chrisean cinematic universe. Fans noticed she kept escalating the situation with that "I dare you to say something" energy that only Chrisean can produce. It wasn't long before the internet split into Team Baby, Team Chrisean, and Team Please. I just came here to watch memes, but then something unexpected happened. Receipts surfaced. Screenshots, voice notes, half-deleted lives, and a random FaceTime recording taken from an angle so cursed it should be illegal. All of it pointed to one thing: Lil Baby was done staying quiet. The tone of his messages wasn't angry, but it had that "don't play with me" flavor celebrities only use when they're seconds away from pressing the self-destruct button. Social media erupted. People poured popcorn into bowls the size of bathtubs. And even the trolls clocked in early. The more the drama grew, the more Blueface watched from the sidelines like a man waiting for his chance to slam dunk a plot twist. And trust me, he was ready. The man might be locked up, but he is not out of the gossip economy. In fact, insiders swear he had been sitting on a secret so explosive it could end a season of any reality show in one episode. While Lil Baby and Chrisean argued online, Blueface quietly sharpened his knives, preparing to unleash the DNA storyline that would turn everything upside down. Meanwhile, fans got creative. Memes began flooding the timeline with lightning speed. Someone posted a photo of Lil Baby looking exhausted with the caption, "When you wake up." And Chrisean added you to her drama list. Another meme showed Blueface behind bars holding a fake Maury envelope with the text, "You are." About to collapse the internet. Within minutes, the memes hit millions of views. And the drama gained more momentum than a roller coaster with no brakes. What made everything worse was how fast the misinformation spread. People started claiming Lil Baby and Chrisean exchanged DMs. Others swore Lil Baby unfollowed her while liking shady posts. Some claimed Chrisean mentioned his name intentionally to trigger a reaction. None of this was confirmed, but the internet isn't built on confirmation. It's built on vibes, speculation, and chaos. And this chaos had premium gas poured all over it. Lil Baby's eventual clapback wasn't loud, but it was surgical. He basically told the world, "Stop playing with me," without even using those words. It was the kind of message celebrities send when they're 2 seconds away from calling their lawyers, their managers, and their grandmother. His tone made one thing clear. Whatever Chrisean was doing, he wanted zero involvement. The internet felt the shift immediately. People said the temperature dropped like Lil Baby turned on the global AC. Chrisean's response? Classic Chrisean. She didn't stutter, didn't blink, didn't hesitate. Instead, she fired right back with that raw, unapologetic chaos energy she's famous for. Her fans praised her for keeping it real, while her critics begged her to log off for 24 hours and drink water. But she wasn't stepping back. If anything, the clapback from Lil Baby energized her like someone handed her a scandal-flavored energy drink. By now, the entire situation turned into a massive domino effect. Every influencer gave their 2 cents. Every reaction channel posted at least 5 videos. TikTok detectives worked overtime, analyzing every blink, every emoji, every deleted post. Some even slowed down Chrisean's rant to half speed like they were analyzing FBI audio. The drama wasn't just trending, it was dominating the algorithm like it bought the platform. But just when people thought things couldn't get any wilder, Blueface made his entrance, not physically, but digitally. A coded message, a cryptic tweet, a weirdly timed audio leak. Something started circulating that hinted Blueface had fresh DNA results. Real results. Final results. The kind of results that could make or break every argument Chrisean had ever made about junior people froze. TikTok froze. Instagram broke for a minute. Suddenly, the Lil Baby versus Chrisean feud transformed into a 3-way scandal with Blueface swinging a nuclear bomb. The whispers grew louder. Is Blueface about to expose something? Is this the DNA test he hinted at? Is Chrisean prepared for this? The storyline shifted instantly, like the writers introduced a new character mid-season with a shocking plot twist. Fans didn't even know which drama to follow, Lil Baby's clapback or Blueface's potential revelation. Some said the timing was intentional. Others believed it was karma. And a few conspiracy-minded viewers insisted Blueface planned this all along from prison. By the end of the day, one thing was clear. Part 1 of this meltdown had already surpassed half of Hollywood scripts. And the insane part, this was just the beginning. The real firestorm was about to start, and nobody was ready for the DNA bomb that would redefine everything. The moment Blueface's cryptic DNA hints started circulating, social media flipped like someone pressed a giant panic button. Suddenly, the Lil Baby versus Chrisean argument didn't feel like the main plot anymore. It felt like the warm-up act. Everyone's attention shifted instantly, like the crowd in a concert when the real headliner walks out. People started analyzing old clips, dissecting Chrisean's Instagram captions, and running digital autopsies on every possible clue. It felt like the entire internet enrolled in a forensic science class overnight. Creators rushed to produce breaking news content at lightning speed. Some spoke with the confidence of doctors delivering test results, while knowing absolutely nothing. Others acted like undercover agents, presenting exclusive intel they found on random fan pages. The funniest part, everyone claimed their version was the truth. Meanwhile, Blueface stayed silent, letting the speculation marinate like beef in a pressure cooker. His silence spoke louder than any rant Chrisean could post at 3 a.m. As the tension built, Lil Baby's fans rallied behind him, warning Chrisean to stop dragging others while her own story was collapsing. The memes became more ruthless, comparing the drama to a 3-way car crash on a slippery freeway. People joke that Zeus Network should buy rights to this saga because it already had more plot twists than half their shows combined. Even those who never followed rap culture jumped into the chaos simply because it was too entertaining to ignore. Then the reactions from celebrities rolled in, and that's when the internet combusted. Influencers went live pretending they got personal calls from Blueface. Rappers posted cryptic laughing emojis. Even washed-up reality stars came crawling out of retirement hoping the algorithm might notice them again. Every reaction added a new layer to the insanity, like stacking gasoline-soaked bricks on a bonfire that was already roaring at maximum heat. Chrisean's fans didn't stay quiet either. They defended her with the passion of warriors entering battle, claiming Blueface was trying to weaponize the DNA to get attention. They accused Lil Baby of inserting himself into drama he wasn't part of, even though all he did was defend his name. The internet became a screaming match filled with theories, counters, delusions, and dance edits. Because TikTok will literally turn anything into a trending sound. But then came the twist nobody expected, a leaked message allegedly from Blueface's camp claiming the DNA results were final. And shocking, those 3 words alone made people lose their minds. Final. Shocking? That sent the timeline into cardiac arrest. Fans started throwing around theories so wild they sounded like plotlines rejected from a telenovela. Some said Junior wasn't Blueface's. Some said the test revealed a deeper family secret. Some even said the results were part of a legal strategy. While the internet spiraled into full meltdown mode, Chrisean tried to regain control. She went live, pacing, ranting, yelling, and defending Junior like a mother lion who just found out the zoo is running a DNA inspection. But this time, her usual chaotic confidence had cracks. People noticed the way she paused between sentences, the way her voice wavered like she was stitching her pride together in real time. Her supporters said she was stressed. Her critics said the truth was closing in fast. Meanwhile, Lil Baby's name kept trending even though he wasn't adding fuel anymore. People kept looping him back into the story, claiming he triggered the spiral that led to Blueface's DNA reveal. He basically became the unwilling poster child of the scandal, like a man who tried to close his blinds but accidentally opened them wider. His silence became content. His last message became a mantra. And his fans begged him to log off before Chrisean dragged him into another unexpected subplot. Then came another avalanche of celebrity reactions. One comedian said, "This drama got more DNA tests than a whole season of Maury." Another posted a video saying, "Even Netflix can't write this crazy." Hip-hop blogs covered every angle, pumping out titles like they were training for the Olympics of clickbait. By now, the scandal had mutated into its own ecosystem, one fueled by screenshots, guesses, and pure adrenaline, just when people thought things couldn't escalate any further. A voice note leaked, allegedly from someone close to Blueface. The audio was muffled, messy, and probably recorded on a potato. But one sentence was painfully clear. He got the results back. That one sentence hit the internet like a meteor. Clips spread, fan pages exploded, and TikTok edits multiplied like ants on sugar. The internet didn't even care if the voice note was real. It was too perfectly chaotic to ignore. The tension became unbearable. People were refreshing timelines like they were checking exam results. Everyone expected Blueface to drop the DNA proof any second, either through a tweet, a call, a leak, or some random inmate recording him reading test results through the bars. The anticipation became so intense that even news pages started preparing templates for whichever outcome hit first. It felt like the truth was dangling above the world on a string made of pure dramatic energy. Chrisean's energy shifted once again. Her fans said she looked unbothered. Her critics claimed she looked terrified. Influencers slowed down her live to analyze her breathing pattern like they were medical students. Every blink, every sigh, every second of silence became evidence for someone's theory. For the first time, the internet wondered, was Chrisean avoiding Lil Baby's clapback because she knew the DNA twist might drown her entirely? The rumor mill spun out of control. Some people claimed the DNA results were already confirmed by Blueface's family. Others said the test wasn't even about Junior but something bigger, A few wild theorists said Blueface was orchestrating everything from prison with the precision of a villain in a comic book. And honestly, that theory didn't even feel impossible in a storyline this chaotic. By now, the internet had turned into a stadium waiting for the final whistle. Everyone knew the DNA reveal was coming. They just didn't know when or how violently it would collide with the Lil Baby versus Chrisean feud. People felt like they were witnessing the rise of a scandal that would define the entire year. And most importantly, they knew the next chapter was going to be catastrophic. Because when Blueface finally spoke, everything would change. And the world was seconds away from hearing the truth. When Blueface finally broke his silence, the internet didn't just shake, it collapsed like someone unplugged the entire Wi-Fi grid. His message wasn't long, wasn't emotional, and wasn't dramatic. It was cold, blunt, and sharp enough to slice through every theory the internet had been cooking for days. One line, one statement, one digital grenade, and suddenly millions of people were staring at their screens with their jaws on the floor. The DNA bombshell wasn't a rumor anymore. It was real, and it was worse than anyone predicted. The moment screenshots hit the timeline, people lost their collective minds. The results were stamped, verified, official, and designed to destroy whatever version of reality Chrisean had been holding onto. Every influencer who had been screaming for attention went silent. Every meme page froze. Even the trolls took a break to process the shock. It was like Blueface dropped the kind of truth that doesn't need a caption. A truth that echoes. A truth that burns. A truth that changes everything in one brutal second. Chrisean's reaction was instant and heartbreaking in its own chaotic way. She went live, eyes blazing, voice cracking, switching between denial, anger, defense, and pure emotional exhaustion. It was the kind of meltdown that happens when someone's pride, fear, and frustration all explode at once. Her supporters begged her to log off. Her critics dissected every tear like forensic scientists. And the internet watched her unravel with the intensity of a global audience witnessing a public collapse in real time. Meanwhile, Lil Baby's name surged again, even though he was nowhere near the nuclear fallout now. People started calling him the accidental prophet, saying his clapback triggered the chain reaction that exposed everything. The irony, Lil Baby didn't want to be part of ENY of this, but the internet crowned him a main character anyway. Fans joked that he woke up, defended himself, and unintentionally opened the gates of chaos like a man who pressed a wrong button in a control room. As the dust settled, the consequences began taking shape. Blueface's supporters claimed this DNA reveal vindicated everything he'd ever said. They treated him like a truth teller finally getting his moment, even though he delivered the news with all the sensitivity of a bulldozer. Chrisean's fans, on the other hand, blamed everyone, Blueface for exposing her, the public for mocking her, and Lil Baby for even existing in her orbit. The timeline turned into a digital battlefield with no rules and no referees. Then came the legal speculations. People started claiming the DNA revelation would change custody, money, visitation, everything. Blogs posted articles in all caps. YouTubers declared the situation historic. TikTok analysts made flowcharts explaining how the entire feud spiraled from a simple name drop. Some people insisted Chrisean would retaliate with new evidence. Others said Blueface had more receipts he was waiting to release. Conspiracy theories multiplied like wildfire. And while everyone fought, Blueface sat confidently in the center of the storm. He acted like a man who knew he controlled the narrative now, no matter how chaotic the internet became. His cryptic follow-up messages didn't clarify anything. They just stirred the pot even more. Every emoji he posted got millions of interpretations. Every pause in his messages spawned theories. It felt like he discovered the cheat code for staying relevant while behind bars. What people didn't expect was how much the public perception shifted overnight. Chrisean, once seen as the wildcard queen of chaos, now looked more vulnerable than ever. Some people sympathized with her, seeing her pain as real. Others accused her of manipulating narratives for too long. But almost everyone agreed on one thing. This drama had crossed into territory no one could have predicted. It wasn't entertaining anymore. It was messy, raw, and painfully real. The ripple effects spread fast. Fans started digging up old interviews, rewatching old fights, and connecting dots that probably didn't exist but felt good to connect anyway. Suddenly, every old argument between Blueface and Chrisean made more sense. Every past rumor resurfaced. The internet turned into a giant archive of receipts, theories, and I told you so victory laps. It was like the entire world enrolled in an online detective academy. Meanwhile, Lil Baby tried to distance himself, but people wouldn't let him. His name became the meme of the century. Lil Baby said one sentence and exposed a family secret. One meme joked. Another said, Lil Baby clapped back once and accidentally opened Pandora's DNA box. He became the symbol of minding your business gone wrong. A simple self-defense turned into the spark that ignited the craziest drama of the year. As everything spiraled, celebrities weighed in again, making the situation even bigger. Some supported Blueface's decision to reveal the truth. Others begged him to stop embarrassing Chrisean publicly. A few defended Chrisean's emotional state, calling the situation deeply personal. But the funniest reactions came from rappers who posted laughing emojis and GIFs of exploding fireworks, acting like they were watching the most chaotic movie ever produced. Soon the aftermath became unavoidable. Brand deals paused. Interviews resurfaced. Old clips were taken out of context to make new points. The narrative shifted daily, like a storm with no center. Some people blamed Blueface for being petty. Some blamed Chrisean for dragging too many people into her drama. Others blamed Lil Baby for being too iconic with his clap back. The truth: everyone played a part, intentionally or accidentally. By the end of the week, one reality stood tall. Nothing would ever be the same for these three. Their reputations had been reshaped by a whirlwind of accusations, revelations, and emotional chaos. Blueface emerged looking colder, louder, and more unapologetic than ever. Chrisean came out wounded, defensive, but still fighting. And Lil Baby walked away with the strange honor of having the cleanest hands in the dirty scandal of the year. But make no mistake, the story isn't over. It just shifted. It deepened. It mutated into a darker, more unpredictable saga waiting for its next explosion. And knowing these three, another bomb is already ticking. And if you made it this far into the chaos, congratulations, you officially survived a storyline more explosive than half of Hollywood's scripts. You just witnessed Lil Baby clap back, Chrisean spiral into emotional warfare, and Blueface drop DNA truth like he was hosting an episode of Maury Live from prison. So before the next celebrity decides to self-destruct publicly, do yourself a favor and hit that like button like it owes you child support. Seriously, slap it so hard the algorithm wakes up confused. Because let's be honest, this level of drama doesn't come every day. This wasn't regular tea. This was boiling lava straight from the center of celebrity madness. And you know we don't just report scandals here. We unwrap them, flip them, roast them, and serve them with a side of disrespect. So if you enjoy watching celebrity chaos unfold with more intensity than a telenovela, you already know what to do. Subscribe before Chrisean goes live again and you miss something life-changing. Drop a comment too. Tell me whose side you're on. Who shocked you the most? Or which part of this meltdown made you question humanity for the 47th time today? I read them all, even the unhinged ones. And trust me, knowing you're here watching this mess with me is the only thing keeping my sanity from joining Blueface's DNA test in the afterlife. And don't forget, scandals don't sleep. They don't rest. They don't take weekends off. They show up like unpaid bills, which is exactly why you should keep your notifications on. Because the next explosion is always closer than it looks. And around here, we don't chase the drama. We let the drama chase us. This is Fame Flaws, where the truth is wild, the lies are wilder, and the scandals never stop breathing.